Hello everyone and welcome to Vic's Tarot Guidance. Today's video is going to be a really feel-good pick a card reading, and we are going to be asking Spirit, what does your person love and admire about you? So before we dive into picking our crystals, I would just like to thank all of you for supporting this channel. This channel has really grown in the past months and we are now at over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you everyone for allowing me to be your guide, for allowing me to bring clarity to you on your life path. Also, I am still offering personal readings at the time. So if you would like to book a private tarot reading, all the information about that is in the description box below, so you can just send me an email or check out my website where all the rates and possibilities are listed, and then just message me on my email account if you would like to book a personal reading. So with all that being said, let's get into picking our crystals now. So for pile number 1, we have this beautiful hematite crystal. For pile number 2, we have this beautiful raw amethyst crystal. And for pile number 3, we have this gorgeous green Aventurine crystal. Alright, so I would just invite you right now to dive deep into yourself, maybe take a few cleansing breaths and feel your body for a bit. Dive deep into your body, feel your toes, feel your hands, and feel your torso. And then just dive into your heart for a little while. Just let your attention rest there and ask the question, what do they most love and admire about me? So this can be about a specific person, or the question can also just be about people in general. So what do people in general admire and love about me the most? And then just feel towards which pile or which crystal or which timestamp in the description box below is calling to you the most. If you need some more time, feel free to pause this video on this point, and I'll see you guys in your chosen piles. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. If you have picked this hematite crystal, this is going to be your reading for what do they most admire about you. So let's dive into this reading right now. So Spirit, Source, we are asking, what does pile number 1 or the hematite crystal this person most love and admire about them? So what does pile number 1 or the person who chose the hematite crystal, this person most admire about them? Alright, so we have the 9 of Swords coming through. You also have the Child. Let's see what else. What does pile number 1's person most admire about them? What do they most admire about them? Alright. Okay, so we have the 9 of Swords coming through for you. We also have the 6 of Wands coming through. We have the Child card. We also have the 7 of Pentacles coming through. We have the 10 of Pentacles. And we also have Thought here on the bottom of the deck. So Thought as your bottom deck energy. All right, so let's get into this reading right now. Just want to make sure you see everything. Alrighty, so what do they most love and admire about you? With this card, with the Nine of Swords, I'm sensing that they really admire how you can connect to higher consciousness and higher states of being. This card is also talking to me about star seeds, so your person might really connect with and admire how you can connect to star seed energies, so how you can connect to other star seeds and to higher consciousnesses such as the Arcturian, Pleiadian, Lyran, and other constellations. So they really admire this. So your ability to, in a way, transcend this human form, transcend this human figure, this human spirit, and to connect to other alien types of consciousnesses that are out there. Your person also really admires how you can encompass this collective cosmic way of being in your human existence as well. So they really admire your ability to, be more than just human in a sense. They admire your ability to be so connected to so many different types of consciousness. This card is also making me think of being able to communicate with, for example, plants, being able to feel into plants, what plants need. And this is also making me think of being able to, really communicate with animals, feel into animals, feel into the needs and desires and thoughts and emotions of animals as well. So your person really admires like your ability to transcend these things and to really understand every being at its own level of existence. Also, here we have the Six of Wands coming through, and this card is making me think about compromise. So being able to come to a solution, being able to come to an understanding with someone else who does not necessarily agree with your own views. So this to me is making me think of resolving opposition, basically. So resolving differences and resolving the different standpoints that each person is on. So this card to me is making it is bringing to mind basically the image where one person is looking at number 6 and the other one is on the other side of the number and is looking at basically number 9, and they are disagreeing about that. But this card to me is saying that you are the person who can see the bigger picture of this. So you're the person who recognizes that that person's perspective is that of number 9, and the other person's perspective from where they are standing, from where they are positioned in their life, is of the number 6. And you are someone who is basically able to rise above these differences and understand them from their own corresponding standpoint. And you're able to point this out and therefore come to a conclusion and to an understanding that takes both parties into account, that does not, oppose one or the other, but just, recognizes that they are both valid, that they are both important, that they are both they both have like important values that they are coming from, but just that there is this opposition going on here. So to me, this is making it also mean that you're a person who values love above everything else. So you're a person who values love above, any dispute or anything that people might disagree on. And you are able to bring this into awareness of others. You're able to communicate this to others and make them realize where they are coming from, and by that also allow them to expand their own consciousness, expand their own awareness of themselves and of others. and does bring more understanding, more love, and just understanding of the other person in the other people's lives. So your person really admires this skill that you have, this ability of yours to communicate to other people the opposing standpoints, and to just really make the claim for each of them, to bring awareness and consciousness to them. Also here with the child, I'm getting the image of you being like a very childlike person, being very innocent in your nature, being very serene. Like you are someone who is very much close to source, I'm sensing, with your energy and with the child card coming through. You're someone who is very much in touch with spirit and with nature as well. So you are someone, you know, very in contact with your own self. Also here with this 10 of Pentacles coming through, this is making me feel like you are very much in contact with your own divine self, with who you truly are in a sense. This card to me is the card of being authentic in your being authentically yourself and showing your authentic and true colors to the world. And you know, really allowing yourself to be who you are, despite what anyone else might think, despite society and so on. And with these two cards together, this is just making me feel like you are very pure spiritual being, just very pure, very much in contact with your own nature, with your own divinity, with your innocence, with your understanding of everyone. You're also someone who is very curious about life in general, so someone who might ask a lot of questions, also someone who is very giving. And your person like really admires all of these aspects about you immensely. Also, you are someone who is very thoughtful, someone who spends a lot of time thinking about different issues, but you know, thinking not necessarily by contemplating so much, but just, you know, becoming aware of different aspects and different possibilities and different dimensions, maybe even opposing dimensions to one specific issue. So you are someone who learns, someone who really enjoys learning. This is also making me really think of Ravenclaws from the Harry Potter. So if you resonate with that, let me know in the comment section below. But really, I'm getting like this insatiable spirit of learning, this thirst for knowledge, this wish to understand all the different aspects of an issue, and not necessarily, you know, becoming stuck in one issue due to ego or any other judgmental or other beliefs that you might have. So this to me is just really like a free-spirited, a free thinker, a person who does consider all the different options and who is able to look at one issue from very different standpoints, even opposing standpoints. And your person definitely really admires these things about you. So you being able to be so perceptive, to be so aware, to be so knowledgeable about something, and to not be so tied down to dogmatic beliefs and other things. And also here with this 7 of Pentacles, this to me is saying that you are someone who either practices yoga or someone who practices meditation. This might also mean that you are very connected to nature and your person really admires that about you. This card bears very similar message to this one, so the 9 of Swords that we were talking about before. So being connected to plants, being connected to other beings, being connected to other types of consciousnesses as well. But this to me is also saying that you are someone who is quite a disciplined person. So you are someone who is committed to your own practice, to what you are doing. So this might be a career, this might be job, this might just be a type of contemplative practice that you do, but your person like really admires this groundedness in discipline that you have, this groundedness in what you're doing, in your craft, in your disciplined action towards that as well. They really admire also how much you meditate. If you do meditate, they also admire that you do yoga, if you do yoga, and so on. And your person feels that you are incredibly grounded in yourself, that you're incredibly grounded in your own body as well, or either that you're working on that currently, and they feel like they really admire that. They really admire your drive to grow, your drive to learn, and your drive to, also love yourself in the most human way possible. So to give yourself the time out and to give yourself this opportunity to just, make gaps between different tasks and to maybe meditate on or contemplate on issues sometimes as well. This card to me is also saying that you might sometimes be a bit slow, you might be sometimes slow to act, and are very thoughtful about where you give your energy and in what aspect of your life you're going to give your energy at a specific time. And yeah, your person recognizes that, and they really admire how perceptive you are also, not only of, other people and other beings and other types of consciousnesses out there, but also how you are so very perceptive about your own body, about your own needs, about what is important for you at a given time in your life, and that you give yourself that you give yourself maybe the time to rest, or you give yourself the time to connect back to your own self, to back to what you need and what is right for you, or you give yourself the time to connect to nature and so on. So yeah, your person really admires this about you. You might also be someone who really enjoys spending time outdoors and are maybe good at camping and related things, and they admire that about you as well. So your ability to maybe set a camp and make everything work. All right, so Spirit, so we're going to be asking, what do they love and admire most about pile number one? So what does pile number one's person admire most about pile number one? All right, so we have, all right, so let's take this one. Okay, so we have the Two of Wands coming through. We also have the Four of Pentacles coming through. We have Strength card coming through, and we have here the Protector card, or the Empress, coming through. All right, so let's dive into these energies now. So with this Two of Wands card, I'm sensing that your person really admires your adventurous spirit, how you have this thirst for traveling as well, how you like to explore and find new things. This is connected to what I was saying before about you being like this insatiable learner, this having this thirst for knowledge and wish to learn, wish to know more about life, wish to know more about how someone thinks. And this is basically just coming from a very innocent standpoint, coming from a very innocent wish to just know people and to understand people and how they think and what they think. Also, we have the Four of Pentacles. This one to me is saying that you have this knowingness, or this perceptive quality of knowing when it is the right time to act for you and what is the right thing to do for you. So you might sometimes be seen that you're just lounging around, maybe being lazy a bit, but you have like this understanding of what is right for you and when is the right time to act for you. And your person really admires this about you, how you're not just running around like a chicken without your head, but that you are someone who knows when true action is called for, and you're able to feel into when that is. You're not just someone who is going to act and is going to act thoughtlessly or recklessly about something, but you are someone who is going to, wait for the right moment to act and then take action. But because you're taking the right time and you're like choosing the right time to act, this action that you take is that much more powerful than just, recklessly acting about minor things all the time. Like your action really does inspire some proper results then, because you're coming from this space of being aligned with yourself and what feels good for you at the time. And also, your person recognizes and admires how much strength you have. But this is more like an emotional strength. This is strength of character, strength of, being steadfast and being grounded in yourself, being aware of yourself and being aware of your emotions. And, just being able to have an overview of your triggers and similar things. So they really admire this emotional intelligence that you have and emotional connection that you have to yourself, that by default also then translates to emotional connection and understanding of other people here. Yeah, they really admire that about you as well. So this ability of yours to connect with your own self, to also connect with your most beastie nature, let's say, with your urges, with your impulses, with the monkey brain, and so on. So, and you are able to, tame these impulses. You're able to understand them but not push them away. You're able to make them a part of you, and you're able to integrate them very nicely. And your person like really, really admires this about you, how you're able to integrate yourself. And also they admire your empress qualities as well. So this ability of yours to take care of others, your ability to protect others, to bring and give others what they need, to maybe, be a provider of sorts, given your craft and what you're good at. So your person definitely admires your almost like feminine masculine qualities. So these qualities of the divine masculine that are expressing feminine qualities, if you know what I mean. So these qualities are, just being gentle, being able to express your emotions, being able to be grounded and strong in your beliefs, and being able to stand up for others, being able to protect others, being able to understand others and where they are coming from, being able to give others what they need, being able to also feel into others and give them what they need, what you feel they need, basically here. So yeah, let's see what else. So what else wants to come through, Spirit? What else does pile number one's person admire about them? Do they admire most about the people who chose the hematite crystal? Alright, so let's get a few more here. So what do they admire most about them? What do they admire most about them, Spirit? Okay. Alright, so we have Kingfisher, be patient and focused. So yeah, they admire your patience, they admire your focus, as I was saying before also with the Four of Pentacles here. They also admire your ability to transform and to become something else. Your ability to be a hermit for some time and then transform into this beautiful butterfly. They also admire your ability to take time for yourself, to know when it is time to take time for yourself, and how gently and, with so much ease and grace you do this. So how easily it is for you to take time for yourself, to say what you need, and then just take that time and, heal, transform, do the work that needs to be done, and then become this new thing filled with wisdom, filled with new knowledge about yourself and of the world. We also have the Raven coming through, so prepare for change. This card to me is saying a similar message, but it's more in the direction of the messages that Spirit gives you and the messages that Spirit is sending your way and how they appear. So you have basically an ear or an eye for the messages that are given to you by Spirit. I also just saw 2222 on my timer. And yeah, what this card to me is saying that you have this ability to follow Spirit and to follow your spiritual guides to where you need to go. And you have like this wish to work on yourself. You have this wish to follow and to follow guidance from Spirit and to try to understand what they are trying to teach you. Try to understand and bring yourself to a higher consciousness at all points. Try to understand new perspectives, new ways of being that will allow you to grow more as well. So also this ability of yours to, really dive deep into your own shadow work here, and dive deep into your own blockages, into, things that need to be healed more in the shadowy lower world realms of your own self, and how you're able to also go about this in a very steadfast, very focused, very disciplined manner here. We also have here the bat. This one says, see through illusions onto the truth. And this is pretty self-explanatory. So your person recognizes how perceptive you are, how you're able to see things from a higher standpoint, from a higher vantage point. And they definitely really admire this ability that you have, this ability to bring so much perspective and knowledge to other people and to events, and to basically also different circumstances, different occurrences in different people's lives. We also have goat here, act from your innate wisdom. And this is basically also just a confirmation of what I was saying before, that you act from your authentic self, you act from who you truly are. And yeah, your person admires this knowledge of yours, this ability of yours to be so strong, to go not really against, but to just follow your own truth here. And also we have the giraffe coming through, aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom, which is again just a confirmation of what we were saying before with the Nine of Swords coming through, that you are someone who aspires to awakening, you are someone who aspires to more enlightenment, to more knowledge, to a higher and higher possibilities of wisdom, to higher modes and ways of understanding the world that we live in. And you're someone who also is able to ground all of that through here with the Seven of Pentacles. And yeah, you're able to bring that into your own physical incarnation here on earth, and then you're able to share that with others just through your own way of being, through your own just spiritual mood and the mood that you bring everywhere you go, but also with your ability to see so many different sides from an issue, because giraffes have this long neck and they are able to see things from a higher standpoint. They are able to see things that people would usually miss. They basically are like a representation of the higher self or the higher consciousness, because they have like this higher standpoint from where they are looking at things. They are not down here where the humans often are, so where we jump into different discussions and different opposing beliefs, but they are able to be a step above, a few blocks above us, and they're able to see many different ways and different energies that go into these opposing beliefs or into these issues, and they are then able to bring that into awareness, and are able to then also to communicate that with others. And your person definitely very much admires those types of traits in you as well. All right, so that's all I have for you, my beautiful pile number one as well. Also, there's like just one more message coming through. There is this tiger on the bottom of the deck, and this tiger to me is saying accept your magnificence. So if you feel like some things that I have been talking about so far don't necessarily fit, or that your person has too much of an opinion of you, or that you're not all of this that I have been talking about so far, this is basically just a message to accept your magnificence, to accept who you truly are, to accept how awesome you are, and to know that you are very appreciated for everything that you do, even if it doesn't seem like that at times. Alrighty, so yeah, that's it. That's everything Spirit wanted me to say to you. So I would just like to thank you for being here, thank you for listening, and thank you for sharing your beautiful energy with me today throughout this reading. If you would again like a personal reading, all the information is in the description box below this video. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you would like to see more similar content coming your way. And other than that, I'm just wishing you a very good and prosperous day. And I hope to see you again in another one of my videos. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye. Mwah. Hello, my loves. If you have picked this raw amethyst crystal, this is going to be your reading for what do they love and admire about you the most. So, Spirit, we are asking what does pile number 2's person, so the raw amethyst person, love and admire about them the most. What do they admire about them the most? Spirit, what do they admire about them the most? They admire about them the most, Spirit. The most about them. So let's take this one and this one. Okay. They admire the most about them, Spirit. They admire the most about them. What do they admire the most about them? Okay, I think that's it. Alrighty, so let's get into this. Okay, where do we start? Let's start here. So we have the youth coming through. We also have here the 9 of Cups. Alrighty, we have the 5 of Cups. We also have the Father here. So we also have here the masculine and feminine polarities. We have the 10 of Pentacles, and we have the 9 of Wands coming through for you guys. Okay, so let's get into this right now. So the question we are asking is, what do they most admire about you? So from this spread already, I'm sensing that there is a spectrum to you. So we have the youth and the father here. So there's already a spectrum here. We also have the masculine, feminine here. So there is already another spectrum here. And we have both the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Wands coming through over here. So this is again talking about maybe opposing polarities, or also like a spectrum of your own being. So how you are presenting yourself to the world. But basically your person here by default just admires how many people or how many ways of existence you can encompass in your own one being. So they admire how you can be very adventurous and open to new possibilities, open to learning and open to growing and open to adventuring and just, discovering new things, being a bit reckless at times here with the youth card. And on another hand, how you're able to be so responsible, so steadfast, so disciplined, and so, in control of yourself and what you want, and how you're able to make like really responsible adult decisions here with the father card coming through, like how you're able to be very calculating and very careful about where you go, what path you go down, and so on. So there is this incredible spectrum to you here with the adventuring and with the cautiousness, and you're able to walk this line very well. You're able to be many different people, and you're able to really be what the situation calls for. The same goes here with the Nine of Cups and with the Nine of Wands coming through. So you're able to be very watery, very intuitive. You're able to like really get in touch with other people's energy. You're also very much an empath here, but you're also someone who is very passionate, someone who is very strongly passionate about what they believe in, where they stand. So there is basically this wateriness to you, but also this incredibly passionate energy, this fiery side to you as well here. So there is this, almost like an introverted and an extroverted side to you with these two cards. There, with this one, there is this, being able to suck the energy in and being able to suck the energy of the space or of the people around you in and understand it by basically feeling what they are feeling. So very much an empath energy here. And with the on the other side, with this a Nine of Wands here, you are able to really give of yourself, really give the energy, really give the love, really give understanding, really give basically this excitement and this joy to other people here. So yeah, there is like almost like a psychic energy to you here with the Nine of Cups, and this extroverted, giving to others, understanding others, really connecting with others, almost sometimes being the life of the party with others here as well, like being able to just encompass so many possibilities and so many different ways of existence here. So yeah, like being able to really live from the heart and being able to understand others and understand where they are coming from as well with these two cards. Your person also really admires how you're able to express yourself in a loving way here, how you're able to keep your heart open through hardship and through times that are less hard, but basically how beautiful your heart is, how gentle you are in your spirit, and how grounded you are as well, with this root chakra being illuminated over here. So you're a person who is very grounded in your own way of being, also with the Father here, but you're also someone who is very open and open to new experiences, open to new ways of being. With the Youth card, you have your heart open, you have this openness towards others as well, and you're someone who here really accepts everyone for who they are. You're not someone who is judgmental, your person feels, and they really admire this about you as well. Also, you're a very psychic person, they are feeling, and they really admire this about you as well. So your ability to maybe channel different energies, to connect with spiritual guides and other spirits as well. So they really admire this spiritual part of you, this spiritual aspect of yours as well. They also admire how you're able to go through hardships and how you're able to, take the time off and to give the time to yourself when you need it, with this Five of Cups here. So they are recognizing that you are someone who might have gone through really hard things in life, someone who has had to face a lot of hardship, with which might have made you strong, made you more careful and cautious with the Father card over here. But you're also someone who is able to regain and stay joyful, someone who is able to stay youthful as well, with these little yellow fishes coming through to the person over here. So yeah, your person definitely feels that you are someone who is very strong, someone who has had to overcome a lot, but they admire most about you how you're able to, you know, stay joyful, stay in this openness of heart, and how you're able to, you know, also still spread joy even though you have been through so much hardship in your life, and how you're able to, you know, spread joy to others, keep your heart open, keep yourself, keep being trusting of others, and how you're able to still so beautifully connect with others. With the Five of Cups card, I'm also sensing that your person like really admires how you're so graciously able to accept help from others when you need it. And they might feel like they sometimes are lacking in this, or that people in general are really lacking in this, but that you are very gracious in accepting the help from others and also asking from help from other people when you need it. And they really admire how you're able to express your needs, express your wants, and express what you need at the time. Which brings us to the Ten of Pentacles. This one also came out in deck number 1. So this card, to me, as you often know, this is a card of being authentic and of showing your true nature, being your true self, regardless of what anyone thinks of you. So your person really admires your authenticity, your ability to, as I was saying before with the Five of Cups, to express yourself, to express your needs, to express what you want and desire in a specific situation, but also your ability to just really be yourself, to express who you are without, you know, feeling bad about that or whatever. They really admire how you're able to just really embody and be who you are, regardless of what anyone thinks of you. And also bringing us back to the polarities and of the broad spectrum that you encompass. Here we have the feminine and the masculine card coming through, and this card to me is also saying that you're very integrated on both levels of the divine feminine and of the divine masculine. So this is basically that you are able to, you know, be very open, you're able to hold within yourself the characteristics of the divine feminine aspects that are very gentle, allowing, just allowing things to happen, allowing things to be as they are, and, you know, flowing with them, being with them, allowing things and energies and actions to take you where they need, where you need to be taken. There is also like a lot of intuitive energy going on over here, ability to channel, ability to connect with different species and beings. And on another side of the spectrum, there is the divine masculine energy and the energy of action, the energy of being in integrity, being who you truly are, taking action towards a better world, towards a better understanding of yourself, becoming more conscious of who you are, working on yourself, working on discipline, eating well, and so on. So your person really recognizes that there are like these two different aspects of you as well here, these different archetypes that are really fulfilled in you here as well. And they admire this ability of yours to be so fulfilled in these different aspects and express them so well and in such a balanced way, they're saying. Okay, Spirit, what else? What else can you tell us? What does pile number 2's person most admire about them? Who they most admire about them, Spirit? Alright, so we have the World coming through. What else can you tell us? What does pile number 2's person most admire about them? So with the World, I'm sensing that they really admire how you can be so many different things to so many different people, how you're able to basically mold yourself to become who the person needs you to become. So you have like these different aspects of yourself, and you're able to, you know, become who the person needs you to be. So either a healer, either a father, either a co-creator of some kind of an adventure, and you're able to, you know, just mold yourself to the situation that requires someone, some maybe personality or some character of yours to shine. They really admire this, how you're able to mold yourself to what the situation needs you to be here. All right, so that's enough. So we also have the Page of Pentacles here. With the Page of Pentacles, I'm sensing that your person really admires how you can take some time off and just relax, just be yourself, just, you know, chill in nature, maybe chill in a tent somewhere, or chill on a tree, or so on. So you're able to, you know, really take some time off, really take some time to rejuvenate yourself, to relax, to just chill and not take the world as seriously as it sometimes calls us to take it. So your person really admires this almost carefree attitude of yours, this free spirit attitude that you sometimes have, where you're able to just relax and take it easy. Also, we have the Nine of Pentacles coming through over here, and this card is talking about something similar. So being able to relax, being able to take it easy, being able to, you know when it's time to rest and when it is time to work. Just having this great perception of what is right for you and when you are needed in a specific situation. So they admire this perceptiveness of yours to really know when something is needed of you and when you have to act or say something, and when, you know, you just have to relax and let the things do what they need to do, or let the situation play out as it needs to play out. Also, we have the Hierophant coming through for you as well. And with this card, your person really recognizes how smart you are and how knowledgeable you are in so many different fields. They really admire your mind. They really admire how your mind works. They really admire how much you know about a specific issue, and also how good you are at teaching others those things that you know, how good you are at conveying concepts to others, and how good you are at basically being a teacher, a guide, or, you know, some kind of a person who is able to explain some things to others, maybe different and difficult concepts to others in a very simple and natural way, and how you're able to also engage in conversation, engage in discussion with others about these topics. So yeah, they really admire your mind here. Okay, let's see what else comes through. So Spirit for pile number 2. Okay, so we have the Whale. What else do they admire about them, Spirit? What else do they admire about them? All right. Let's see what else. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Whale coming through. Live as a fully conscious being. Your person really admires this about you, how you're able to like really live consciously, really live as this broad embodiment of so many different polarities, and how you're able to, you know, be integrated and, you know, integrate all of these different polarities within yourself. They also really admire how you're able to live so joyfully in the present moment, how you're able to just really have fun and not worry too much about things. They really admire how you're able to set clear boundaries and enforce them here with the Llama card. They also really recognize how you're able to recognize the mirroring that takes place in this universe, so the universe of the law of attraction, and how you're able to recognize that, you know, the outside world also mirrors your internal world, and how you're able to recognize that and then mold yourself so as to make the external world show you what you want it to show you, but also how you're able to, set clear boundaries about who you are and where you're going and what you want in your life. Also, we have the cat, be relaxed and independent. So yeah, this is again just a confirmation of what we were talking about before with the Page of Pentacles here. So you're able to just, really take the time off when you need it, just to relax in the sun. You know how the cats just like to lounge in the sun and relax and just take it easy, take it chill when the time is necessary for that, and your person really admires that about you, how you're able to, not just hustle in this hustle culture, but how you're recognizing that you also need time off, time to relax, time to just be by yourself, time to really feel into yourself as well. So we also have the Rat, be true to yourself and the universe will reward you. Again, also just a confirmation of you being really authentic and how what you need is always brought to you. Maybe your person might also admire your manifestation abilities, like how you're able to bring what you preach and who you are and bring that into being, bring that into physical reality in so many different ways by taking different varieties of action. Like your person really admires how you're able to manifest your life, manifest what you really want, and manifest, the life that you really want by setting clear boundaries here as well, living joyfully in the present, being very conscious of yourself. But also like setting boundaries and enforcing them regarding things that other people might want from you as well. Another message that is coming through right now is that your person really admires how you're able to say no to others, how you're able to set clear boundaries about what resonates with you and what does not resonate with you regarding a specific situation or person, and then how you're able to enforce this as well. Also, to end up this reading, we also have the Rabbit, which is basically just saying to recognize your significance, to recognize your own being and your importance and how wonderful and amazing you are. This is more a message to you than it is a message from your person, but it's also like a message from your person to really recognize how incredible and awesome you are, and it is a message also from your higher self and their higher self for you to recognize that you are an amazing person, that you have been working on yourself for so long, and that you're a really integrated person already, even though you sometimes feel that you are not, or that you have all of these things that you need to still work on yourself, which is true, we all do. But also you have to really reap your rewards, because you have grown so much and you have gained so much, and you have become so much more than you previously were. And yeah, that's it. That's what I would like to finish up our reading on. Thank you for sharing your beautiful energies with me, my beautiful pile number 2. Thank you for listening. If you haven't subscribed already to this channel, please do so, and like this video for more similar content coming your way. If you would maybe like a private reading from me, all the information is in the description box below this video. Other than that, I'm wishing you all the best on your continued journey, and I hope to see you again in another one of my videos. Bye bye. Mwah. Hello everyone. If you have picked pile number 3 or this green Aventurine crystal, this is going to be your reading for what do they most love and admire about you. So we are going to be looking at some Gaia Oracle, or Gaia Tarot, sorry. And yeah, there are already cards coming through. All right. So let's get you a few more cards. So for pile number 3, Spirit. Pile number 3, what does pile number 3's person most admire about them? Wow. All right. Pile number 3, this person most admire about them. Okay, wow, interesting. Cool. Alright, so let's get into this. So we have the youth card coming through. Youth. Then we have the mother archetype coming through. With these two, so the youth and the mother, I am already just sensing into that you are someone who is very adventurous, very young at heart. I'm hearing from spirit. You are someone who likes to go on adventures, who likes to go hiking, and your person like really likes this adventurous spirit of yours. Almost this like this has almost like the energy of the Fool with it, with this wand here and with the little sack and with the dog. So this to me is talking about, you know, taking new turns, taking a new book of life into your own life, basically just, you know, taking a new road, less traveled, basically taking on a road less traveled, taking on new experiences, growing, expanding, trying new things, trying things that you might never think you would enjoy, and so on. So this to me is like a very adventurous spirit of someone who is willing to try new things, someone who is willing to grow, someone who is willing to, you know, challenge themselves and to grow in that way. And the mother here, to me, this is like a very Queen of Pentacles like vibe, but it is just a lot gentler, the energy of it. The energy of it is more intuitive, it's more soft, it's more gentle. So your person really admires how gentle you are, how soft you are, how motherly and accepting you are of others as well. So they admire how gentle you are towards others, how understanding you are towards others. Also, they admire how good a listener you are and how good a counselor you are, and how they and other people can often feel like you're the person to come to for advice, or when you just need someone to hear you out, because you have like this wisdom and this understanding just in the atmosphere about you, and they just really admire this about you as well. So this wisdom, this understanding, this knowledge of life and this wisdom of life. Also, we have the scribe here, which to me is saying your person really admires your intelligence as well. So you might be taking a higher degree or something like that, maybe a master's degree or a PhD or something like that currently, and your person is basically saying that they are super admiring you for this, that they think that you're hella smart, I'm hearing, and that, you know, you are just really awesome and smart, and they are really happy that you're in their life, and that, you know, you bring new perspectives to them, new understandings to them, that you are someone who allows them to grow more, and you're someone who, you know, always puts out different perspectives about one issue as well. So there is not just one thing or one aspect to an issue with you, but you're someone who is able to look at things from a variety of different issues. You are also like extremely well read, your person is saying. You know a lot of things, maybe also studied philosophy, or you'd like to study philosophy in your spare time. So your person really admires you being able to grapple with these hard texts and being able to translate them into something more graspable for the common folk, they are saying to me. So your person is quite a hoot, I'm sensing here. They are quite like they're a really cute person, basically. But yeah, with the scribe here, they're saying that you are like really smart, and they really admire you, and they're really grateful that you are their friend. Also, we have the journey coming through here, and this card to me is similar to the youth card, but this to me is talking more about the inner journey. So how you are able to look within yourself, how you're able to grow, and how you're able to, you know, bring new light to your own issues, to your own self, how you're able to understand yourself and grow more and more here, and how you're also like quite a traveler of consciousness. They are saying how you're able to dip into the lighter and the darker aspects of your own psyche, so your shadow self and your more angelic higher types of consciousnesses, and how you're also able to integrate that. Your person really admires these things about you. They also admire that maybe if you are into some kind of shamanic journeying or things of that nature, maybe into meditation or guided meditations that allow you to dip into higher and more shadowy aspects of the psyche and of the collective consciousness, like your person really is saying that they admire this immensely about you, how you're able to grow on so many different levels, how you're able to grow on so many different spectrums of existence as well here, and how you're then able to share the light, bring the light down from or up from these different dimensions, and how you're then able to just illuminate the world for others through these journeys that you have taken, and through these understandings that you have come to on your journeys here. Maybe you have been doing some mind altering substances as well here with this card, and that has been something that has allowed you to come into so many different understanding of how the world is. And yeah, your person is saying that they really admire you for this. They really admire your willingness to dive deep into yourself and to, learn about yourself in such a way through different ceremonies, for example, and these meditative experiences. And also, like, they admire the messages that you bring with you from these journeys that you take. Also, here we have the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Earth, and this to me is saying that they admire how grounded you are, how connected to nature you are, how you're able to feel into plants, how you maybe also enjoy gardening and being in the garden, how you're able to really understand plants and nature as well, and how you're able to like really connect to the energetic sphere of nature, and how you're able to then understand nature from that standpoint, from that ability to just not just looking at things from your ego and individualistic side, but also to be able to look at things from their own perspective, from their own vantage point, from their own way of being. So your person definitely recognizes this ability of yours to understand different beings from their own position, from their own way of existing, and not just from your own egoic and individualistic side of how things are. They also admire you for your intuition, as we were talking before with the mother, your intuition, your psychic abilities here. They admire how steadfast and strong you are in your boundaries and in your positions about the world and, the goodness of life. Also, how you're able to, stand in the position of the basic goodness of life. So how you're able to stand in the position of love and basically just share that atmosphere of love with others, even if the others are not being so loving back to you, but you're able to stay in this gentleness, this position of love, this position of understanding towards others here. You're able to also see beyond what is in the physical towards what is behind the scenes. So what maybe someone is coming from, what their blockages are, what their shadow aspects are. So you're able to understand that, you're able to feel into that and understand them and accept them for it as well. Your person really admires this ability of yours. Also here we have the major arcana of thought, and this card to me is similar to the scribe card. This to me is saying that you are someone who is very curious, someone who really loves to learn. This one card also came out in the pile number 1. So to me this card is basically manifestation of the Ravenclaw house from Harry Potter. So this wish to be wise, and no, just not really just a wish, but also just like the embodiment of being wise, the embodiment of being witty, the embodiment of being perceptive, the embodiment of being like really intelligent, and having this thirst to learn, having this thirst to also look at things from different vantage points, maybe also understanding things from a vantage point that does not necessarily make sense to the common folk, but to you it makes sense. To you it's like maybe also a belief. Your person might also like really admire a belief that you hold that is not something the common folk holds. So you might have some really esoteric, maybe weird beliefs from from the perspective of the common population, but like you really believe that, and you have seen results about that, and you have come in contact with those types of things. So your beliefs are really like empirically grounded, let's say, grounded in your experience, and your person really like admires these things about you, how you're able to connect to things that are not necessarily common to people in general, but you're able to like really connect and see things that are just really maybe out there for some people, or you are, you know, really esoteric or weird from some perspectives of people who, you know, live their 9 to 5 day life. And yeah, you're someone who is very special to this person as well. You're someone who has always new perspectives, always new ways of dealing with things, new ways of looking at situations, new ways of looking at people and understanding them. And your person really feels like they learn a lot from you, that they gain a lot of understanding of themselves and of the world from you, just by on connecting with you, just also by talking to you, by being in dialogue with you. They learn an incredible amount. Also, they think you're incredibly knowledgeable, again with the scribe here, like you're able to understand and hold different perspectives in your mind and argue for them as well. Like you're not someone who is dogmatic in your own thinking, but you're someone who can hold different perspectives, maybe also opposing perspectives. You are someone who can understand where both of these are coming from, and you're able to, you know, argue for both of them, argue for this inclusion of all of the beliefs and all of the different people and all of the different situations as well. Alrighty, so we also have choice here coming through for you guys, and this choice to me is saying that you're really able to follow your own heart, follow your spirit, be in contact with your divine nature and where that divine nature is guiding you to. So you are someone really in contact with the divinity, with your authentic path, and where you have to be, you feel towards where you have to be. You have this strong connection to spirit, from the perspective of your person, and they really admire this about you as well, like how aligned you are to spirit, how aligned you are to your own life path, and how aligned you are to what you wish and desire to do in the world. And also how easy it is for you to make choices in a sense, because you tend to just feel into your own self, feel into where your path or your spirit is guiding you towards, and your person really admires this skill, this way of yours to just be your own lighting torch, to be your own light in the darkness here, and to just have this ability to guide yourself, that you trust yourself, that you trust your intuition immensely. They really admire this ability to just really follow your own heart. Also here we have the 8 of Swords coming through, and this one to me is saying that you are able to really take hard truths into account as well, that you are able to peacefully and gently hold hard truths in your hands as well when you're talking to others. This to me is saying that they basically admire your ability to convey hard truths to others, to have hard conversations with others, to tell others maybe their blockages or where they are standing that might not be beneficial for them or for someone else, but you're able to convey that with a very beautiful way, in a very gentle way, and in a very wise and a mature way, like also a very enlightened way, intuitive way, a way of understanding them and taking them as a part of you as well. You are someone also who is very bound by spirit, bound by what you need to do. You're basically so aligned and on such a strong stream of consciousness that there is no way for you to go anywhere but there. So your stream of consciousness, basically, if you just imagine a stream like a lake, it is a very, very strong current that you are on. So that's why you're basically just also able to stay on your path as strongly. You're able to just follow yourself as strongly, because there's basically no other choice for you to take, because swimming against that is basically a no-go for you. And that's why you have like this strong ability to just, follow your own path, follow your true self, follow where life is taking you, follow where spirit is taking you. And you're a person who doesn't necessarily have that strong a lake, so as strong a current, they really admire that about you. Here they're saying also, here with the Nine of Pentacles, they really admire your giving nature, how you're able to give to others, how gentle you are to others. This is basically just a card of confirmation of everything I was saying before, of how you're able to be so open towards others, how you're able to take others as part of you, how you're able to be like really loving and accepting of everyone around you, accepting of other people's differences, accepting of like differences of opinion, differences of color, differences of gender, and so on. And you're just really like this inclusive, motherly figure in your person's life. Like they really admire this about you as well. Also, this might not resonate for all of you, but for some of you it might. Like your person really admires how much you're oriented towards more like Japanese culture and way of being. Like maybe you resonate very much with the Japanese people, their way of expressing themselves, their culture, like their maybe eating habits and so on. And yeah, your person really admires that about you. Also, if you are dedicated towards eating more healthy things and staying fit and things of that nature, your person is also saying that they really admire that about you as well, and that you're a great inspiration to them regarding health and fitness as well here. All right, so let's see what else comes through. So for pile number 3, Spirit, the Green Aventurine, what do they admire about them? What do they admire about pile number 3, Spirit? All right, so we have the King of Cups. So they admire your intuition, as we were saying. They admire your depth of feeling, how strongly you're able to feel things, but you don't necessarily let that on. You don't necessarily let anyone know how strongly you're feeling something, or how psychically connected you are to things. But your person definitely has that insight into you, and they really admire you for this. They admire you for being so internally focused, for being so connected to yourself, to being so in contact with your feelings and your emotions and what is right for you, and to be able to also then communicate that if need be. Also, we have the Page of Cups here. So they again admire your intuition, your intuitive, your gentle nature, your just this incredible gentleness, this incredible softness, this incredible sweetness of being, this incredible just atmosphere that you bring to everyone, that just resonates and illuminates the whole world, just resonating with this gentleness of being, this softness of existing, and of being on your own path, that just flowing with life, just being very peaceful, being like peacefully joyful. I'm sensing here basically just also like smothered and flowing in love and with love here. And you're someone who might also play an instrument. Your person really admires that about you as well if you play an instrument, but other than that, they most of all admire your peacefulness, your peaceful nature, your gentleness and your gentle nature, your sweetness and your sweet nature. They really think that you are a treasure on this earth, that you are cherished, and that you bring life and love everywhere you go. They really admire basically your sweetness of spirit here. Okay, let's see what else comes through from this deck. Okay, so we have the dove, spread messages of peace and harmony. So yeah, your person feels like you're a very angelic being, like you are able to spread love and harmony wherever you go, very much connecting with this page of cups here as well. So being able to just spread love, spread understanding, spread peace and joy everywhere you go. Let's see what else comes through, Spirit. What does pile number 3's admire about them? What does pile number 3's person admire about them, Spirit? What does pile number 3's person admire about them? What do they admire about them, Spirit? What does pile number 3's person admire about them? Okay, so we have the sheep, we have the swan. Alright, so the sheep is saying act with fortitude and cooperation. So yeah, as I was saying, your person admires how you are able to work with others, how you're able to understand others, and you know, just connect with them and be in your heart space, work from your heart space and be in this state of also understanding yourself and working from the heart. Also here we have the swan, demonstrate grace and majesty. So this card to me is also saying that you're very graceful, that you are a very majestic being. Your person feels that you are someone who is resonating at a very high frequency, that you are someone whose energy is felt as you enter the room, because you just bring this overwhelm of grace and beauty and love and peacefulness with you. And yeah, your person definitely, like, they admire that so much. They are saying that they have not met someone who is in such a beautiful energy space in a very long time, and they really admire you to be able to hold such a high frequency when you are in the space with other people as well, and that you're able to hold so much hope and so much understanding here with people as well. We also have here the cat spirit, so be relaxed and be independent. This is another thing your person really admires about you, so your authenticity, your knowing when to take a break, when to take a time out, when to cuddle, when to, you know, show your boundaries, when to purr and heal someone, when to just take a hike and go out in nature, go out in this, just chill in the sun. So they really admire this about you, your ability to understand yourself, your own needs, and your ability to understand the needs of others as well. So that you're not just a healer, but you're someone who also, you know, really takes care of yourself. Alright, so what else, Spirit? What else is coming through, Spirit? One more card, please. So what else do you want to say of the pile number 3? What else do you want to say to pile number 3, Spirit? What else do you want to share with us for pile number 3? Alright, so we also have the turtle spirit coming through for you guys. This one says be joyful and trusting. So yeah, your person really admires also your trusting nature, but also the fact that you're not a pushover, basically, that you're not someone who trusts blindly, that you are someone who trusts through your intuition, and that your intuition is very rarely wrong, because you basically work on the aspect of energies and on the dimension of just feeling into other people through their own energy. And also your person is saying that they really admire your joyfulness, your joyful spirit. They're also saying that you are someone who basically represents this state of the sun just shining through the ocean space, illuminating and just, shining and sparkling in the water space here with the turtle, that you're someone who really represents that peacefulness and that joyfulness, but that peaceful joyfulness, that heartful joyfulness for them. They really admire you to be able to hold this frequency, as I was saying before. So yes, that's all I have for you, my beautiful pile number 3. I hope this reading resonated, and I hope it was informative for you guys. If you would maybe like a personal reading from me, all the information is in the description box below. And also, if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, click the notification and subscribe button down below. Also, leave a comment if you would like to share something with our beautiful community, like this video, for more similar content. And I hope to see you again in another one of my videos. Take care, you guys. Bye bye. Mwah.